И снова здравствуйте, мои уважаемые зрители.
Hello again, my dear viewers. In the yard we have April 5th and our traditional review of events on the fronts of the Ukrainian war. We start now traditionally from the north. In general, Russian troops have already left the territory of Chernigovsky area, Sumsky area. Perhaps Sumsky. Not everyone has left yet, but everything is going to the point that today, maximum tomorrow, they will completely leave these territories. And further, they completely transfer their troops to Kharkovskoy, Izyumskoy direction. On Kharkovskoy, the direction continues. In the area of Dergachi, artillery shelling of Ukrainian positions. So far, no one is attacking. The situation looks something like this. Izyumskoy direction. So far, no one is particularly attacking. Artillery works, aviation works. Ukrainian positions are being broken, and everyone is preparing for the fact that in a few days very important events will take place here, for which, among other things, they are preparing from the opposite side. An evacuation has been announced in Lazovaya. Not officially announced evacuation to Slavyansk, Kramatorsk, but the state institutions have already left. An evacuation to Pokrovsk has been announced. This is primarily due, not only to the preparation of large Russian groups from the north and south to encircle the Donbass front, but to some extent, in connection with the successes of the Russian and Donetsk troops on the Gorlovskoy direction. Yesterday, a message came that Novobakhmutovka is completely under the control of the People's Militia of the Donetsk People's Republic and Russian troops. And also, there were reports that they had moved further north into the area of the so-called Donetsk, New York. That is, the bridgehead gradually expands in width and in depth. And in general, we can already talk about some serious operational breakthrough. Moreover, the most remarkable thing is that, exactly, over the past 24 hours, they have shown that the defense in this sector is beginning to be pressed through and to succumb. Before that, for several days, despite very serious artillery support and air support, the troops of the Russian Federation, the People's Militia, still advanced very weakly. But over the past day, there have been much more significant successes. And we'll see what happens in a day or two. Moreover, most likely in a day or two, an offensive will begin in the area between Guliapol and Velikaya Novosyoka. And Team AFU expects this attack from day to day. But the most important news today comes from Mariupol. There is a message that soldiers of the Mariupol garrison are surrendering en masse. There is no Azovtsy, but soldier AFU, 36th Marine Brigade. And there was also a message that the attack of the troops of the Russian Federation and the People's Militia had begun DPR to the southern Primorsky district. And if this attack succeeds, the area will be cleared. Then it remains only to take Azovstal, the last stronghold, Azovtsy. In general, these battles no longer greatly affect the situation on the other fronts. The fact is that a significant part of the forces that have already taken part in the storming of Mariupol, they have already been transferred to the north. And in a few days they should take part in the offensive to the north. Well, there is also a message about local battles in the area. Nikolaev, Kherson. The tactics of the Russian troops is not to go forward with infantry tank units. Artillery processing is underway, and after enemy units lose their combat capability, this settlement is occupied. And, thus, the Russian troops have already again reached the border of the Nikolaev, Kherson regions. And today, the local garrison in Nikolaev, as well as in Kharkov, awaiting the assault with horror. Moreover, the armed forces of Ukraine, located in Kharkov, speak for the fact that Kharkov is destined for the fate of the new Mariupol. And the troops in Nikolaev are very seriously battered in previous battles, as well as in shelling with Russian missiles. And I would also like to say that over the past few days, the mobility of the armed forces of Ukraine has noticeably weakened. The fact is that Russian aircraft and missiles attacked several of the country's main oil depots, in the center, in the south, and also, in less important but located in the Donbass. And also, a few days ago, let me remind you, strikes were made on the junction railway stations, through which equipment can be transported to the Donbass. This is Lazovaya, this is Sinelnikovo, and this is Pavlograd. That is, Russian aviation indicated that the forces that are already concentrated in this region cannot make any serious maneuver. In general, this situation can be assessed as the calm before the storm. And it is very likely that this is the storm itself. It should already burst in a few days. On this topic, that's all for now. Goodbye and see you tomorrow.
До свидания и до завтра.